Good day everyone, my name is Vergel Millama from Missionaries of St. Francis de Sales. Please join me on my trip to Vietnam. So this is what will happen because we will go to Vietnam now, but we need to know first its history, culture, and traditions, the religions in the country, and the Catholic practices in Vietnam first. What are you waiting for, my dear friends? Come and join me. In this exploration of Vietnam's cultural history, we will explore the main concept of the Vietnam's culture and traditions, examining the indigenous customs, religious practices, and the role of Catholicism in the country. By understanding these aspects, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the rich needle point that defines Vietnam's culture, identity, and its ongoing evolution in the modern era. The history of the country of Vietnam. Vietnam is a country in Southeast Asia with a long and complicated history that has been impacted by numerous dynasties, colonial control, wars, and political changes on the eastern coast of the Chinese Peninsula. In early civilization, the evolution of ancient civilizations like the Dongezan civilization is believed to have been influenced by the presence of humans in Vietnam as early as the Paleolithic period, according to archaeological evidence. In the colonial era, 16th century, but French colonialism, which resulted in the formation of French Indochina in the late 19th century, had the greatest influence. In the Vietnam War, the Communist North and the anti-Communists sought both each other in the Vietnam War, with the Soviet Union and China lending their backing to both sides. It lasted for around 10 years from the middle of the 1950s until 1975 and posed severe human casualties as well as social and political instability. Modern Vietnam, since economic reform, Vietnam has developed quickly, becoming one of Southeast Asia's economies with the fastest growth rates. It has worked towards a global integration, grown outside the capital, and strengthened economics. It is renowned for its rich cultural legacy and a beautiful scenery and vibrant cities. And the Vietnam history is intricate and deep with several social, cultural, and political sides that can be further investigated. The major eras and events are highlighted. Vietnam is a culturally rich and diverse nation with deeply fixed traditions that have been impacted by indigenous beliefs and practices. Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. The family and filial piety are the ones of the traditions and culture of the Vietnam. Vietnam's cultures place a high priority on the family, filial piety, respect for parents and ancestors, and adoration of elders for their experience and wisdom. And now, the ancestors of worship. Vietnamese cultures demonstrates the importance of ancestors in family affairs by honoring their true ceremonies, offerings, and the construction of family altars. The Lunar New Year or Tet. The lunar calendar year in Vietnam begins on Tet, which is the most significant and recognized event in the country. Family gathering, honoring ancestors, and making offerings are all common during this period. And cleaning the house using fresh flowers or decorations, displaying good luck and money, and making special meals are examples of the traditions and customs of the Vietnam. And the last one is the cuisine. Vietnamese food is recognized for its flavorful, delicate, and well-balanced textures. Meals are frequently shared with family and friends, and popular dishes includes food, spring rolls, banh mi, and nop mau. And the other one is the festivals of Vietnam. Many Vietnam's festivals, many of which have historical or mythical origins and are observed with vibrant paradise, music, dancing, and traditional performances. These include the Ho Festival, the Perfume Pagoda, and the festival, and the Mid-Autumn Festival that respect for etiquette. Vietnamese culture's emphasis formal greetings, the use of the titles and honorifics, and respect for others, being courteous, humble, avoiding conflict and disturbing treats. The culture of Vietnam is diversified with regional variances and influences from nearby nations, creating a vibrant tapestry of tradition. The religions in the country of Vietnam. The Southeast Asian nations of Vietnam is home to many different religions, although many significant religions are practiced throughout the nations. The book of the people is either atheist or adheres to indigenous beliefs, the Buddhism. In Vietnam, Buddhism is a significant religion. The Veda Buddhism is also followed, with Mahayana Buddhism being the most common branch. Vietnamese people go to temples, practice Buddhist ceremonies, and honor their ancestors. And the other one is Catholicism. One of the most prevalent Christian movements in Vietnam is Catholicism, which was brought there by French colonizers during the era of colonialism. The southern regions of the nations are where its adherents and primarily found. And the other one is Caudal. Early in the 20th century, a new religious movement called Caudal was established in Vietnam, emphasizing moral principles, all encompasses love and the venerations of the deities. It incorporates components from numerous world origins. Another one is Taoism. Taoism is a native religion movement in Vietnam that encourages moral behavior and communal harmony by fusing Buddhism, Confucianism, and other Vietnamese traditions. And the last one is Islam. Vietnamese Muslims make up a tiny but significant portion of the country's ethnic minority, the Cham, who are devout Muslims in the strict sense. They originate from a former kingdom in central Vietnam. In order to safeguard different religious practices and beliefs, the Vietnamese government not only acknowledge them and permit their exercise, but also places a limitation on it. And now, we talk about the Catholic practices in the country of Vietnam. In Vietnam, Catholicism is a recognized religion with a long history and a generous following. It is a Buddhist country, yet it is well represented. There are some key Catholic practices in Vietnam. First, worship. The Roman Catholic liturgy is observed during Mass, a religious event that is held in Vietnamese. Catholics there to partake in the Eucharist, take Holy Communion, and hear sermons. And the second one is the sacraments. Roman Catholic sacraments such as baptism, confirmation, Eucharist, reconciliations, marriage, holy orders, and final rites are administered to Catholic in Vietnam. These include last rites, holy orders, marriage, reconciliation, Eucharist, and baptism. And the third one is the religious festivals. The Catholic population in Vietnam observe a number of religious holidays such as Christmas and Easter, which mark the anniversaries of the birth and resurrection of Jesus. The Catholic calendar places a lot of emphasis on these holidays. And the fourth one is the processions. In Vietnam, Catholics congregate the process through the streets carrying religious banners, sculptures, and icons. Processions are a major component of Catholic religious rites. Songs, prayers, devotions and plays, and frequently includes in these processions. The fifth one is the Marian devotion. A significant component of Catholicism in Vietnam is devotion to the Virgin Mary, who is honored in special places where devotees can worship, light candles, and invoke their intercession. The Catechism of Education. Both Catholic and non-Catholic students can receive an education from Catholic institutions, which include Catholic beliefs and values and the curriculum. There are also catechism lessons available to teach adults and children the Catholic faith. The last one is a social service. The Catholic Church in Vietnam engage in charitable work as a social service, organizations aids and their privilege, and promotes social justice and human rights. Therefore, it's central to keep in mind that religious practice may change among various religions and communities in Vietnam, and there may be unique regional customs and traditions connected to Catholicism throughout the nation. In my conclusion, the history of Vietnam has shaped its rich and different culture, which is deeply rooted in tradition. The country's long-standing traditions are influenced by various factors, including its indigenous heritage, Chinese, finance, and Western colonization. Vietnam's culture is a vibrant mix of customs, arts, music, cuisine, and festivals that showcase its unique identity. Thank you very much, dear friends. With me, that's all. Thank you. God bless.